guys, this is Danitissima and I'm back with another video. I have no idea what number we're on, by the way, guys. I've completely lost track. But yeah, we are on another tutorial for Sims 4 modding, obviously. And we've actually gotten really far. And I hope my videos so far have been helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions, anything, throw it at me. And if I can help, I will. If I can't, I'll let you know straight up. Seriously, if I can't do it, I can't do it. You know what I mean? So, in this video, we are going to be working on Rabbithole. So, Rabbithole interactions. You guys know what Rabbithole's interactions are, so I don't need to go into explanation as to what they are, blah, 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 blah. So, for the example we're going to be doing today, I'm going to be making a child I'm gonna make it a teen child related Rabbithole interaction. For example, they're going to the movies, or they're going to a cinema, or yeah, they're just doing cinema, movies, the same thing. They're going to the movies, they're going to a park, a Rabbithole park. This is just examples I'm just throwing out. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that, and I'm going to literally do it bit by bit. So this video might be a bit long, so just a little forewarning right there. It might be a bit long, so I'm going to show you guys everything that goes into doing that type of interactions where you pick which rabbit hole you want the sim to go to. So I'm going to do that. And then, so to make it a bit quicker, I'm not going to make everything using the lot 51 / Sims 4 Studio. I'm still going to use it, obviously. But to make things a lot quicker, to speed things up, I'm going to also use the mod constructor to make the buffs and maybe the loot action. I'm going to use the mod constructor to make the buff and the loot action. So yeah, I'm going to use it for that. And then we're going to go back to Sims 4 Studio / lot 51 TDESC builder. Oh my god. Let's get started. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you guys like a little breakdown of what we're making. So let's go into our word editor and see what we're doing today. We are in VS Studio Code. Why do I keep doing that? VS Code to break down what we're going to be making today. So I just wrote here. What I did was I was doing it, but I didn't press record. My OBS was on pause. So I've written it already. So I'm just going to break it down for you guys. So we're going to make a loot action, which is going to be the action that's going to happen after the interaction. So the loot action we're going to make today is going to be a buff and a notification for each interaction that we're going to do. The Rabbithole interaction is going to be kids going to the cinema or the arcade, and then for them to be able to pick which one they want to go to, we're going to need to make a picker interaction, and the picker interaction is going to link to the Rabbithole interaction that we made. And then for them to be able to do any of these overall, we need to make a phone interaction. Well, it's going to be a phone interaction for this example, but you can have it be a computer interaction if you wanted to. But for this, it's going to be a phone interaction, and it's going to be under travel, and we're going to call it kids activities. Okay, so that is literally the breakdown of the mod we're making today. If you do want to look at it afterwards, I'm going to have the package file linked in my Patreon, so just download it, go to Sims 4 Studio, and just take a look at everything we're gonna do in this video. Okay, so let's make the loot action. Usually I'll make it in lot 51, but like I said, for this example and for it to go quicker, we're going to use the mod constructor. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so like I said previously, I was recording and it wasn't recording, but I am in the mod constructor. What I did was I went to add element, I went to loot action, and I just give it a name like so. Okay, and then you go to create element, and then this pops up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to add conditional groups, right click on always run, click add action, and then go to this and then add a buff. And the reason is going to be from going to the arcade, and then the person that's going to get it is going to be the actor sim, which is your main sim. And then what we're going to do here, because we haven't made a buff, we're going to create a buff here. Or if you wanted to, you can get a buff from game, but it's always better to create your own. So we're going to go here, and then we're going to name it Kids Day Out or something. I don't know. And then we're gonna write what we're gonna write. So let's just put sim first name. Oh, that's the buff. Sim first name had so much fun at the arcade they couldn't believe how many retro games that was available. This is just me spitting off the buff. So, and then we're gonna pick an icon. Let's see if there's something here we can use. Let's just go with this. And then custom image. We're gonna go to buff positive, import image. There we go. Select image. Okay, and it has a emotion happy. Let's make the weight 5. Yes, it has a fixed duration. 240 is fine. Yep, that's fine. So that is literally the buff done. And now we're gonna add another action. We're gonna do the notification. There we go. Let me just close this up. How do you close it? Oh, you go, close. Notification. Let's just put the same. Let's just put this. Just came back from the arcade. Just keep it simple. And then the primary icon can be something like let me see. Let's see if I could search. Yeah. Oh, I could use this as, it's fine. Let's select this as the headline icon, and then the secondary icon will be the sim itself. So that is our loot action for the arcade done. And now let's create a loot action for the cinema. We have now made our loot action that we're going to need for our Rabbithole interaction. So we are going to export it and then open it in Sims 4 Studio. So let me just make a new folder and call it activities. Yep, perfect. Save. There we go. Now let's pop into Sims 4 Studio. Okay guys, we are in Sims 4 Studio and now we're gonna open up the project we literally was just working on. And because we've made this in Mod Constructor, we can just add everything else on top, so we don't need to do anything. So as you guys can see, I did not name it in Mod Constructor, which is the reason why it's got those numbers and letters and stuff. I can do that later. I can do it now. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna leave it for now. But guys, remember to name everything in Mod Constructor. Okay, so this is our loot action. As you can see, is a buff and a notification. Same thing here, buff, notification. If you go into the string table, you can see everything that we wrote is here. Good. Now we're going to work on our Rabbithole interaction, and the best way of doing that is by getting one in game. The one that I use is the volunteer one. You can use any, to be honest, but that's the first one that literally popped into my mind. When you go volunteer, you always like go into Rabbithole, so that's the first one that popped into my mind. So select any of the volunteer one, add it to your current package like so. Make sure anything that you do has a grouping of 0, 0. That makes it base game compatible. So definitely do that. Okay, make sure it's the group 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 or the zeros. Yep. Now what we're going to do is we are going to change the name here like we've been doing previously. My god, English. So let's name it whatever you want to name it, but we're gonna name it cinema KD. Yeah, we're just gonna name it the cinema underscore cinema. I don't think there's anything out there that's gonna be the same. So we're gonna copy the instance and then change the name as well, like so. Go back, go forward, get your tuning ID, and then change it up here like so. Okay, perfect. Now what we're gonna do, save it. Please save your word. Is it me or can I hear birds? Yeah, the birds. Okay, so this is our rabbit hole interaction right here. We're gonna delete a few things that we do not need. What I like to do is once I've saved it, let me actually do the arcade one as well. So let's do the same thing. Saved. So what I like to do now is I don't make my changes in Sims 4 Studio. I go to law 51, remove things I don't need, add things I do need. So what we're gonna do now, make sure you saved it. And just do that again, one more time, saved. And now we're gonna go to the lot 51 website. Okay, so we are in the lot 51 tuning builder. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but it's had a bit of a facelift. So now let's us do what we need to do. Open up what we just did. Open. There we go. Right, so this is our rabbit hole interactions. Let's wait for it to load. Okay, so our interaction has loaded into the lot 51 builder. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna change the icon that shows on the left side. So this is cinema. So is there any movie? Perfect. There's a movie icon. I'm hoping there's a headline one. Yeah, let's just use this one. There we go. So that's gonna show. And then what I'm gonna check is, so allow autonomously. You guys can say yes if you're on your child sim to just go on it and go to the rabbit hole if you want them to, but I always just say false. This is the time frame for how long they're going to be gone for. This is in same seconds, minutes, and seconds, blah blah. But yeah, this is in minutes, not seconds. So 180 sims minutes is 3 hours, so they'll be gone from between 3 hours to obviously that. You can change that if you want. Most cinema trips do take 3 hours. When we go to arcade, we'll probably change that to like an hour, 2 hours. So for 180 sims minutes, your sim will be gone, minimum to maximum time frame. Exit naturally is what you should select. Is always what I select. Let's go down. We do not need this. This is from the interactions we copied. Let's see. Yes, so we need this. So while your sim is gone during that time period, you need the motive to still, you don't want it to go into the reds. So this is what stops that. So this allows them to eat while they're in the rabbit hole. This allows them to socialize while they're in the rabbit hole. This allows them to use the toilet. And what else is there? The fun for some reason is not part of it. So what I usually do is I use this, what is called the periodic stats change. So I use that. As you guys can see, they've already added it from what we just copied. They've already added it, but they added it with a test where they will only get the stat change if they've got this trait. So if they're distance, they will basically socialize less, kind of thing. So we can remove that. And what I do is, let me just remove that. Where am I? Start change. Actually, I'm going to keep it. I'm gonna remove this, I'm gonna remove this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a stat change of not social. I'm gonna change it here. If you go down to stats and you click on this, you can select what you want it to be. So I'm gonna search for motive fun. So the fun motive will go up by 0.15% periodically. It doesn't go up straight away, it will do it gradually. Yeah, you can also do a test where, which is what I do, you could do a test where it changes only if the fun motive has gone down by a lot, or has gone down by a certain percentage. So you guys just see what I'm doing here. Let me just show you here. So if your fun motive is less or equal to 20, for example, it's gonna go up by 0.15. If it's more than 20, nothing's gonna happen. But if it's less or equal to 20, it's gonna go up by this amount. Let me just change that to 1. So that's what that does. Okay, so I've removed that. We did not need that at all. Let me see, all the basic extras, we do not need any of these basic extras because they're related to the volunteer interactions. So we do not need this, we do not need this. So there's no basic extra here. Basic liabilities, yes, please keep it as it is. So when your sim goes, if there's no one else in your household, the game speed is number 3. You can change it if you wanted to, but I don't know why you would. But I did not touch these, so I'll leave that as it is. I leave that as it is. Yes, so leave that as it is as well. So this is the rabbit hole they're gonna go into, so do not change that. Leave that as is. And now we're going to obviously count us inside. So as you can see, when they're in this rabbit hole, it counts them as being inside. So your sim, if it was raining, for example, your sim won't come back wet because they were technically inside. Also, your sim gets faded out, so you do not see them because they are technically in a rabbit hole. So yeah, now we're going to change the name to we're going to change it to cinema. I think they might, if they're ready. So before changing it, let's check to see if it's already in game. Yeah, so there's already cinema, but I'm going to look for a base game one. There's no base game one as far as I can see. Let me see if I can just search by base game only. Yep, okay. Is there a base game one? No, there isn't. Okay, so there's no base game one. And I always advise to try to make things as base game as possible unless you need it. Unless you need it to be linked to a pack for any reason. So let's just call it cinema. Make sure you go back to Sims 4 Studio as well. Just get rid of this, we don't need anymore. Make sure you go back to Sims 4 Studio and go to your string table and do it. Well, you can do it as, or you can like copy and paste this somewhere and then do it afterwards, but I like to do it as, so I don't forget. So the hex code is what we need. Where is my Sims 4 Studio? There it is. The hex code is what we need, and we just call it cinema. Oh my god, I can't spell. Okay, let me see. Save. Let me save my package. There we go. And then we're just gonna copy that and then paste it here. And then I'm gonna go to the comment and then just change that to cinema. Oh my god, I can't spell. Change that to cinema. There we go. Now let's go down. Let's go down. Outcome. This is where we are going to put our blue action. So we're in outcome. This is outcome. So this is the current outcome that's linked to the volunteer interaction. We do not need any of that. So we're going to go down to loot list and then we're going to select go to workspace, obviously, and then select the loo action that we made. So this is the loo action for the cinema. Go down, go down, go down, go down, go here. And now, because we said this is going to be for teens and child, we need to make sure it's only available for teens and child. So remove all the other age groups. And then that is it. Now we're going to copy that. Copy. And we're going to go back to Sims 4 Studio. And then we're going to go to our cinema interaction. Paste. And save. Like so. Literally like so. And now we're going to do the same with the arcade.
Makes me wonder who you think you're playing with. I'm beside myself to keep playing this record back over and over again. Swear that you changed, but I noticed the end. I want you on scene. Think you know your girl's so funny to me. That's why you think I left by 1 or 2 times. Got tired of your shit, you almost your mind. Long stay calling name. Continue to try to play these games. Leave your family in the cold rain. And I don't think you'll ever change your ways. Cause our house.
Okay, guys, so that is literally the rabbit hole done. Now we'll move on to the next stage, which is selecting the rabbit hole. So that is going to be our picker interaction. Okay, so we are now going to make the picker interaction. Is insanely simple to make. I like to use the baby change outfit, I think it's called. Let me just put interaction picker. Yeah, baby change outfit. So you add that to the comment package like so. Let's just make sure everything is base game. Thank you very much. 00. And then change this to 00. So this is what the interaction picker super interaction looks like. It looks like this. I think if you guys have played with babies and you've tried to change the outfit, this is basically how you do it. So it allows you to choose outfit 1, outfit 2, outfit 3, blah 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 blah. And we're gonna do that with our arcade and cinema. We've only got 2 interactions, so it makes it even simpler. If you had more than 2, there'll be a bit more to do. I'm going to show you guys an example quickly. If you've got my NBA mod, you know you can have a brand deal. So that's what I did. I used the international interaction picker super interaction for that. So this is the Puma interaction. This is the New Balance interaction, Spalding, Beats by Dre, Under Armour, Nike, and Adidas. So I've got more than 3 there. So this is literally what it looks like here. So that is one interaction there. That is another interaction there. So we're gonna do that with our kids activities. So we're gonna do what I did before. We need to change the name to make it ours. So not extract tuning. We need to go to hash generator and then change it to something unique. Kids activity picker, for example. So let's copy the name. Let's do what we normally do. Everyone should know what we're doing by now. If you don't, please go back to one of my videos. I don't remember which one. And then okay, now let us go here and paste it here. Okay, that is now ours and we have saved it. So now let's go back to lot 51 and do what we need to do. Okay, so we're back in lot 51. We're just going to open the file again because we have obviously changed over and make some changes. Go back to workspace, go to the picker, wait for it to load. Okay, so it has now loaded. So this is what it looks like in the builder. So we're going to change the name. So display name is the name that's going to show up when the pop-up comes up. So we're just going to call it kids activities. I don't think we've got that in our thing yet, have we? Let me just check this string table. No, we don't. Okay, so kids activities. Let's get a hex code. It looks a bit short, so there's probably a 0 in front. Let me just see. Yes, there is. Figured. Okay, so let us paste that here and change what that says. Okay, so this is really simple. So we need to go here to the possible actions and remove all of this. We only need 2, so let's get rid of all of this. Okay, now we've got 2 left, do we? Yes, we do. Okay, so now we need to open it so that we can change it. So the continuation is what's going to happen when your sim selects this. And what is going to happen is it's going to go to the rabbit hole. So we need to pick the first one and then go to our cinema rabbit hole. As you guys can see, it's changed. And then we need to do the, we don't need a 2-tip because it's not, no, we don't need the 2-tip. So this 2-tip is there if the sim is not able to select the item, it will tell them why they can't select it. This is useful if you have this is linked, if it's linked to like a skill or if it's linked to a trait of anything, it will make it easy for you to be like, oh, you can't select this because you're not eligible for it. That kind of thing. Let me see if it's on my WNB. There you go. See, you are not yet eligible for this brand deal. So this is linked to a trait. I believe this is linked to a trait in the game. Honestly, cannot remember. But yeah, that's what that is for. So let's just remove that. We don't need that because that's always going to be available. Now we do not need to have any test. There's no test needed. Icon is what's going to show next on the left. I believe you guys will see when we get to it. So if you guys can see, this is the baby outfit. We just need to change that to something movie related. So let me see if there's something I can use. Yeah, perfect. And then you can put a description if you wanted to. Let me just show you guys what, if I put a description in this one. Yeah, I did. So this description is just what this, it tells you what the interaction is for. So you can do that if you wanted to. So let's just say go to the cinema and watch the latest blockbuster movies, as an example. So let's just copy that and make sure we put it in our string table. Let's copy that. Okay, and then we just paste it here. That you can also then paste the comment if you wanted to. So like so. Okay, cool. You can also then have a 2-tip that pops up at the top, just like the item 2-tip that's popping up right now. But you don't really need it. What you do need is a name. So the name of this is obviously cinema, so we need to enable that and then put cinema, which we've got already on here. So let's just copy that and paste it here. Okay, and that is it. That's the first one done. You can add who this interaction is for if you wanted to, but there's no need. So you can just leave that as is, and then that's your first one done. And now we just need to do it for the arcade.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. Hello, stranger. It's been a minute by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I
Okay, so we have now done it for both of them. So this is what it looks like. And now we need to go here and make sure it's only for the people we want it to be for. Child, let's click that on. That's what test global is. So it will be like this interactions are available for if you've passed all this test. So it needs to be available for a teen or a child. You can also, if you wanted to, have it specific to species, if you wanted to, but there's just no point. Okay, so let us see, and that is everything. Literally, that is all you need to do to get your picker interaction done. So just copy that and now paste it into your Sims 4 Studio. Like so. So we have now made the pick interaction that links to the rabbit hole that we made previously. Now we need to make a phone interaction. So phone interactions, we did it in the previous video. So yeah, let's just put that one. Add the current package. We have now got phone interaction. So let us now go to changing the name as per usual. Why do I keep on going to extra tuning? As generator, let's call it kids activity phone. Cool. Now let's get the name. Let's put it here. Let's get the instance code and let us put it here. Go up, go down. Copy that and change that around. Okay, so you guys should know phone interaction. So time is how long they're going to be like on the phone browsing, and you're gonna be like yeah, I don't why did it need to be 15 minutes? So 3 minutes to 5 minutes or so. Yeah, that's fine. Anonymous, no, let's just keep it like that. Interaction, no. Okay guys, let's use, there's another interaction I'll rather we use. Is easier to work with. Phone browse is just so much easier. Why did I go to phone chat? Let's go to browse website. Let's add that one in. Okay, and now let's just change everything like we did before. Okay, so browsing, let us see what we need to do. What do we need to change? Allow autonomous, let's just put false there. And then let's cut the time down just by a little. Let me just put 5 to 10. Phone browse, that is fine, that is fine, that is fine. Periodic stat change, that is fine. So basically your fun motive goes up while you're using it, basically. Loot extras, that is fine. We're going to change where this is going to be. We're going to use lot 15 website for that, and we're going to change this to let me close this to Sims kids activities, but we've already got it here, so let's just copy this to make life easier for us. Go back to where we were before. Have I gone past? I feel like I've gone past. There we go. And then do that, and then let's change this to kids activities, like so. Let's get rid of this. We do not need this. What else? Location, blacklist there, that's not okay. Let's see, let's select who it's going to be available for. So it's not going to be available for young adults or the elders. It's just going to be available for the teens and child. Okay, so those are the simple things we need to do, but we now need to add an outcome, and that is not here. So we're going to save this. And then we're going to go back to the Lot 15 website, and then we are going to open our new file. Workspace, go down to phone. Okay, so it has opened. Now we're gonna do two things here. We are going to go down to the category. We do not want it in entertainment, we want it in travel. So phone category travel. So we have changed that, and we also want to have an outcome, but there's no outcome on here, so we need to find one here, and I'm just going to do that by searching for outcome. There we go. So the outcome that we need is going to be a single outcome. It's going to be an action, and it's going to be a continuation. Okay, so select continuation. Okay, so now this is where we select the picker interaction, like so. Like I said, you can select who this is for, but you can just leave it as it is, and then that's it. Where is it? And here we go. So this is, so the outcome of them going on the phone is going to be this picker interactions popping up, and then once the picker interaction pops up, when this loads, there we go. Once the picker interactions pops up, it's going to tell them, do you want to do cinema? Do you want to do arcade? And then once they select whichever one, it then takes them to the rabbit hole for this amount of time. And then once they come back, you can get this loot action. You guys see the breakdown? This is why I like to break down what I'm doing, and then I don't want to start from this and then start making stuff to pull it in. I rather start from the bottom and then gradually build it like so. Okay, so we now need to just copy this, paste it into our file on here, save it. Next thing is going to be to do the XML injector, because remember, you can't have a phone interaction in game without some sort of injector or a script file. We are not working with script files, so let us do the XML injector. So you can download. Okay, so usually I like to do it manually, but let's just do it here, guys. Let's make life easy for ourselves. So let's call it it's activity injector. So we only have one thing. We just add in an interaction to the phone. So let us now pick the phone interaction, which is this, and that's it. We're done. And that's it. So let us just save this. We have saved it. Now let us go to lot 51 and let us import it. There it is, and this is it. And that is actually it for this tutorial. Okay, guys, so we are now going through how you can make a rabbit hole interaction, and also how you can make it a picker rabbit hole interaction, and how you can link it to the phone. These are the files. This is what the loot action. These are the buffs. This is the rabbit hole interaction. This is the picker interaction. This is the phone interaction, and then we have the XML injector. So what we're going to do now, when I go into game, see what it looks like. Guys, we are back in game. As you can see, she's gone somewhere, so I'm going to get to come back. We are with a family I haven't played with in forever, with a random child I just made. So please ignore her. No, don't ignore her. I'm using that for the test. Okay, so we need to test for the interaction. Make sure it's showing up on the travel. Oh, here you go, kids activities, and she is a teenager. And let's go to the child. Let's see, travel, kids activities. Perfect. So let's select that for the child. Let's go to the adult and see if it's changed, if it's showing for him. It's not, so it works. Okay, now we've got the pop-up that we wanted, and now you guys can see the description as well as the pictures on the side. So let's go to the arcade because that's quicker. And she's got, now let's use her to go to the cinema. So do you see how long it's taking for them to basically use the phone? is because the phone minutes is between 5 to 10 sim minutes. That's how long it is. So cut it down. And she's gone. And now you guys can see the icons on the side. So it says cinema, and hers should say, well, it says arcade machine because that's what I used, but I couldn't bother making another one. So that's what it says. As you can see, the time is going, and the reason why it's not super speed 3 is because we've got other people in the household. Oh my Lord Jesus, someone look after the baby. Okay, pause. Jesus Christ, this house is manic. Before we check, let me just change this baby's diapers, please. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but there's no mother in the house because the mother died giving birth to the babies. So yeah, anyways, notification. There we go. Kaylee just came back from the arcade, and then she should have a buff. Kids stay out from going to the arcade. Kaylee had so much fun at the arcade. They couldn't believe how much retro games that was available. So that works. Now let's wait for her cinema one, and she's back. There we go. Kids stay out from going to the cinema. Sade went to the cinema and had so much fun. Spy Kids truly is a masterpiece. Sade just came back from the cinema. So it works. The mod works perfectly the way it's meant to. It's not showing for him because it's not meant to show for his age group. It's showing for their age groups because they are teenagers. Okay, teenagers and child. So that is literally how you make a Rabbithole interaction as well as a picker interaction. In the next video, I'm going to work on the sim picker interaction. I'm going to show you guys how you can select sims for activities, maybe traveling or maybe doing other stuff. But in the next video, we are going to work on the sim picker interactions. Oh, and before I go, quickly, if you guys wanted to, where is the Rabbithole interactions? There we go. If you guys wanted your Rabbithole interactions for the Sims to change clothes, you guys can do that. So there's a change outfit option here. Okay, so if you select this, and then you go down, you go to for reason, you select this, you go down, you go to for reason, and then you select what outfit you want them to change to. For example, if it's an activity, for example, they're going to a Rabbithole pool, you could do swimwear. So your sim, let's find it, outfit change should be here somewhere. There we go. So this is it. So if you want your sim to be able to change the outfit before the goal for the interaction, this is where you do it. So you go to outfit change and then you do that. If you want this to be a if you want this to be an interaction where they pay for, this is where the basic extra comes in. I don't think we have a basic extra. Let me just go down. Yeah, we don't. So go to basic extra, you go to payment, and then you go to payment literal, or you can have it as a reference, but literal. And then you go down, and then you put the amount that you want this Rabbithole to cost. For example, 50 simoleons, and then that is how much it will cost. Where is it? There we go. So that is how you can also get them to pay for it. You can also select when you want the one to come out. Do you want it to come out at the end of the interaction, or do you want it to come out at the beginning of the interaction, like so? Just do that, and that's it. So you can select where you want the money to come out from. You come out from the household money or from the business money, but you could just leave that so that it comes out automatically from the household. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it in regards to Rabbithole interactions. So I hope you guys found this knowledgeable. It's longer than my other videos, but we did go through quite a bit of this. So this is me saying bye, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.